in this room, well, not this room, it was a smaller room, and we just made a decision. We made a decision to just make this work. And I'm not a full-time Beachbody coach, I'm a lawyer. I'm a mom of 2 little kids. Obviously, I'm a wife, and I'm busy. And I'm busy just like you. I work 60 hours a week. I'm a partner at a law firm, a big law firm in Miami. I'm a litigator. I just love this so much that, yeah, like Dave said, practicing law sucks. But this gives me like the opportunity to do something so positive. And I know it's the same for you. So work it every day. Every day. Set your schedules and make this change your life, because it can. So I don't want to take too much time. But let me introduce my beautiful sister, Becky. She's my older sister, by the way.
She always says that. Always.
She's obviously my a mother, a wife. Those are her boys right there, Chase and Jake, my nephews. She enrolled in July of 2010. She's the co-founder of TSD. She's an incredible 8-star diamond coach, and last year at this time she was a 1-star diamond. So she let Summit change her business. She's a 2012 elite coach. Yes, I know, that deserves a big round of applause. She's a Success Club 5 and 10 All-Star with now 30 consecutive months in Success Club. She was recognized in March of 2013 for top 10 rank advancements, coinciding with her 8-star diamond coach rank, and she's presenting this year at Summit with Barbie Decker in the Excellence in Leadership seminar.
Thank you to my little sister. Thank you all for being here today, and I want to thank first my husband for being such a great support to me and my sister and my brother-in-law. This is Cristina Delgado. She was my very first coach in August 2010. She's a co-founder. We've done everything together and launched this business as a team. She's a 6-star combined, 2012 Elite, Success Club 10 All-Star. She's beating me by 1 month in Success Club 10. And her husband won for Body Beast, so that was pretty amazing. And she's a great speaker. Great speaker. So let's get to it. We got 10 tips for you today. Number 1, belief. We all here, we have to believe. You have to believe in the company, believe in our mission, believe in yourself, and believe in your team. People can see right through you if you don't believe in yourself. It's transparent. You're not going to motivate people. If there's something that's holding you back, find it. What is it that's holding you back? Is it, I was born to be poor, or, I'm just shy. That's me. I'm terrified right now. I'm shy, but I'm doing it. Don't let these things hold you back.
Before I get into to tip number 2, which is an important one, if there's anything that you take away from what we're telling you today in our top 10 tips to leading a successful organization, is that I want everyone, as soon as we're done with Summit on Monday, to purchase this book. Okay, it's from Eric Warr, and it's called GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I picked this up because David Ingram, who just won 15-star diamond, recommended it to us. I bought it right away. I said, I need to know what he knows, right? And I read it on the way over here. I'm almost done, and it's funny because I was talking to Melanie Mitchell last night, who if you know, is right now number 3 in the company, so she knows what she's doing too. And we were like having this conversation about this book, and we were like, did you? Yeah. Can you believe it? Did you read chapter 2? Yeah, totally awesome, right? And we are having this conversation about this book and what an impact it can have in our businesses. So please do yourself a favor and pick up this book and read it. It's very simple. So number 2, setting initial and realistic expectations for your coaches. All right, let's be honest. Who in here loves to train new coaches? I knew he would. I do too. I don't know, it must be the lawyer in us, but I love to train new coaches. But hardly anybody raised your hands, right? In order to lead a successful organization, you gotta do it. It's very easy for you to say, not tonight, I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm sick, I'm not feeling well, I gotta get my workout in, that's important. If you bring a coach into your organization, into your business, whether it's the first coach or the 5,000th coach, you have to get them started on the right track. Always. That is your job. That is your job. If you have convinced someone to join your business, then do them the favor and get them started correctly. There's so many tools for us right now with the 7-day quick start guide and the 3 vital behaviors. One of the things that I think you'll be hearing about this weekend is the Coach Basics training groups. Has anyone heard of that? Raise your hand if you have. All right, hopefully it'll be launching company-wide pretty soon, but it's kind of like a challenge group for new coaches. It's awesome. It gives you basically you just cut and paste every day into your group, different tips, different strategies, different videos, different things for your new coaches, and it tracks their progress. It gets you the opportunity to have them in a group, small group setting, just like a challenge group. And I will say with my first Coach Basics group, I had 6 of them engaging in the group with me and responding to posts and all that stuff. 4 of them hit Success Club in their first month, and 4 of them became Emerald coaches. So it's gonna work, and I encourage you guys to tap into that immediately and get your new coaches trained. Get them on the phone, talk to them. And of course, make sure that they understand and are aware of the 3 vital behaviors and how critical that those 3 very basic concepts of our business are important every single day.
Success partner. As you can see, we are success partners. The importance of having someone that has your back, that knows your dreams and your goals, that can help you push through those tough moments, we all need that. The other day I was having a bad day and she's like, just go do some personal development. And I needed to hear that day. I needed to refocus. And that's what we're here for, to help each other. If we're having a tough day, how are we gonna push through that? Let's brainstorm, let's have a session. Let's just discuss this. How are we gonna come up with some new ideas for marketing, for our team? How are we gonna push them? We do that together. If you don't have a partner, maybe you'll find one today. It's important that you have someone that you can talk to on a daily basis, whether Facebook, whether text, but someone who's gonna help you and enjoy the journey with you.
I believe I used the words, I command you, because I was getting sick of it. It's like, I'm having a bad day, I don't feel good, all these, I'm like, I command you to do personal development today. 10 minutes later, she did her 10 minutes, she goes, I feel so much better, thank you. And she got through it. I have a few success partners. Obviously, my sister's one of them, my husband's the other one. I have another one here in the audience. Her name is Monica. Monica is actually I hate to use the word assistant, but she's my assistant at work, but she just fired me last week. So give her a huge round of applause, because she's our newest full-time Beachbody coach, and I'm super proud of her. So, tip number 4, lead with your strengths. Everybody is good at something. You need to find out what you are good at and utilize that skill every single day. My sister is really good at results-driven activities. Goal setting, having her coaches do homework, writing down your goals, and constant one-on-one communication. You guys need to text your coaches. I know Barbie's going to talk about that during her discussion with my sister this week. How she texts her coaches. How you doing? What do you need? Can I do something for you too? Do you need to get on a call with me? Do I need to get on a call with one of your coaches? You get out there, you do that. One-on-one communication. My sister's teaching me how to be better at that. The one thing I'm good at and that I love to do, and these guys know it, is I love team calls. And I love making people cry. And I love speaking. And I love all that, and I love training new coaches, and I love seeing the twinkle in their eye when we become a Beachbody coach. So that's what I do, right? And we don't have to talk about that. I'm like, on a Sunday morning, I wake up, I want to do a new coach training call, and so I post about it, and then we get a bunch of people on a call. Or just last week, I wanted to host my first business opportunity call, and I just did it on the whim. And I don't know, we had like 10 new coaches sign up last week. You know, like that's what I love, so I do that. She loves a one-on-one, that's what she does.
Success Club. If you look at all the successful coaches, they consistently hit Success Club. Whether 5 or 10, but it's something that is non-negotiable every single month. You set the goal on day 1. I have an old-fashioned way of doing it. I just write it down on a piece of paper. It's in my iPad, and I start checking it off as we go along. But it's something that you do no matter what. And I constantly, on top of my coaches, texting them. If the month is coming to an end, we go crazy in the team page, everybody posting their points and how we're gonna get there. Let's brainstorm, but let's get some ideas, let's get some juices flowing. We got to hit Success Club. So teach your coaches how to do it, what it means, what the benefits are. It's important that they realize that from the beginning.
You as a coach and a leader, because you're a leader, because you're at Summit, is to know how to articulate why it's important to make Success Club. Because I can say until I'm blue in the face, make Success Club. But if I can't tell that coach why it's important to make Success Club, it's just going to be like this crazy term that they don't understand. They don't know why. They don't understand the 5 points or the 10 points and what that does for their business, and they'll never do it. So make sure you understand how to articulate why it's so important to make Success Club. Events. I can't stress enough that you either need to attend them or you need to host them. Most, you've heard the term aha moments. Aha moments have occurred, whether at Summit, you've heard a bunch of stories, or at Super Saturdays. My aha moment, the defining moment in my business, because I was a discount coach. How many of you were discount coaches? Because if you're here, you're no longer that, right? I was a discount coach. I wanted to lose weight. I had just had a baby, our second baby, and I wanted to be her Shakeology guinea pig, and I did that, and I wanted to get my product at a cheaper rate, right? Because we're all smart consumers in this room, and so I did that. And then she took me to Super Saturday because she didn't want to go alone. And I said, fine, let's go. We'll have lunch afterwards, have a margarita. And so I went to our first Super Saturday. It was the first Super Saturday, January 2011. And I went, what? I can have what? Just by doing that? I said, okay, it's on. And I decided that day to make Success Club my business. It was my business to make Success Club. And I did it from, not that month, I don't know why, but not that month, but from February on, I've made Success Club every single month because I've made it my business. When you listen to Tommy Migrant talk about his story, his aha moment was at a Super Saturday. We have, all of our leaders over here, I would say 90% of them, their aha moments were at a Super Saturday. You gotta host events, you gotta get to events, you gotta get your customers, and you gotta get your coaches to events. And this is, we started with 35 people in my sister's living room. This was one of our Super Saturdays. No, that was the first one at my house. And, we had I think we went down in numbers when I hosted it. We went to 20, to having Jeff Hill come in January. I know that totally rocks. That's that picture right there. We created a market council. Becky's going to be talking about that during her Excellence in Leadership seminar, to having Carl Deichler join us. And it all started with the decision for us to step out of our comfort zone, host a Super Saturday ourselves, and not stop. Even though the second one was a failure. It wasn't a failure, but she had 35 and then I had 15. But we kept on, and we kept on, and we kept on, and we decided that Carl Deichler was going to come to Miami. He didn't know that, but he was going to come to Miami. And when I got that call from Jeremy Red that Jeff Hill wanted to come and join us, I cried. And we cried, and Monica cried, and my heart was racing. And then 2 weeks later, Carl wants to come. And I'm like, we did it. We did it, and you have to realize what an impact that does to your business. Having corporate come to your hometown. When Carl called me the other day, when I hit 5-star, he said, we had written off Miami. That market didn't exist to us. We never thought Beachbody would do anything in Miami. It is a tough market, he told me. And he goes, I don't know what you're doing down there, but keep doing it. You just gotta keep on. Sorry.
Okay, so where are we gonna go from here? You're at Summit. You have the fire. You're gonna attend meetings and the general sessions, and you're gonna get fired up. Don't let that die when you leave here on Sunday. All your notes, don't stick them in a drawer and forget about them, or never look at your notes on your iPad. On Monday, you start. You take that momentum and you run with it. You start a cup challenge team. Whether you know what you're doing or not, just do it and keep doing it. We're here to propel businesses forward. So take this, all the information, disseminate it, work on your strengths, and go for it. What we did this past March, the cup was ending, and we started a Diamond Emerald run to keep the momentum going in our team. We didn't want everyone that was tired from the cup for it to just die down. You have to keep coming up with new ideas to stimulate your team and keep them focused to keep progressing and building.
Tip 8. This is like the elephant in the room. A lot of, raise your hand if you've done this, where you have seen somebody post on Facebook, top 10 coach, or someone, like Jeffrey paying off their, the mortgage and saying, I could never do that. Raise your hand. Stop. Because they are not you and you are not them. And you have your own situation and I have mine, and I'm an individual, and you are not me and I am not you. And everybody in this room needs to stop comparing themselves to other people. Last year we went through this. We went through that, where number one, we were competing with each other. And everybody jokes about it now, and Jason was saying, oh, I'm beating her, she's beating me. Well, it caused a problem in our relationship as siblings. And then on top of that, the success of all these, top coaches started, weighing on us. And I realized, I need to stop comparing myself to them. I work 60 hours a week. We have a family. We have kids. We have things to do. I'm not her, she's not me. It is paralyzing and it is bad for your business. If you have to not follow those people on Facebook, then don't follow them. Think about your business and what's going to work for you.
This one is really important to me because, like Jason said, my coach sold the business last year, so I really don't have a coach. And that never stopped me, not one moment. No excuses. Put the excuses away. It doesn't matter what your coach has done for you. Step up and be a leader to your team. Whatever it is that you are looking for from your leader, be that person to your team.
Sorry. Yeah, we're the big fat criers. Just a little bit on this, I hear it all the time. My coach didn't do this, and my coach didn't do that. Who cares? Who cares? Do it for yourself. Learn your own business. It is not their business, it is your business. Do it, do it, do it. We didn't know anything when we signed up. We had never talked to Jason. He didn't know who we were. When we signed up, we were all the way down there. He just didn't know. And, her coach was young, and he ended up selling his business last year. We didn't have, this at the beginning, we didn't have anyone to ask questions, so we didn't know. But we figured it out. Figure it out. All the information is there for you to take and to learn and to absorb. And then when you do that, do your best to pass that on to your coaches and getting them started on the right foot. and I think I'm not going to beat a dead horse because I think everybody's talked about this, but be present here at Summit. This is an opportunity for everyone to really run with the momentum that gets built up here. There's going to be some crazy announcements. Use it to your advantage. Don't go home and just not do anything. While you're here, I agree with Dave, put the phones down while you're listening to people talk, but when you have a moment, you want to be posting pictures on Facebook and on Instagram. That builds excitement back home with the coaches that are on your team. Make sure they know that the general session is going to be live, broadcast. Make sure that your teams are on that. And then when you get home, host a call. Make sure that as soon as you get home, Monday night, Tuesday night, you're on a call with your entire team, letting them know exactly what happened at Summit and sharing your feelings about what happened at Summit. Because as we know, feelings is what makes the world of difference. So we kind of took up the 20 minutes that we were supposed to have 10. But thank you so much, you guys. Hope you have a great time. Okay, so we have this room till 1 o'clock. Are you guys committed to letting the next 3 speakers speak? Even if we run over time, we might have to pay a fine or ask for forgiveness. But that was just too valuable to cut them short. And they're also 2 elite coaches, so I figured double time, right? That's fair. The next speaker, are we advanced? Oh, hey. Sorry, Todd. This is my brother from another mother. Absolutely a blessing in my life. He was a customer lead, as you know, Todd. And he'll tell you that I hounded him he was amazing at giving support and motivating people. He was kind of like Lindsay was talking about, that person that was just exhibiting and demonstrating all of the characteristics of a talented coach. And I would ask him, I would beg him, please, you should look at this. And he said to me, no, I have a woodworking shop, and I just like to make Adirondack chairs, and I'm going to just be happy making my chairs. I did. It's the truth. I'm here to speak truth. And the best thing is that I didn't give up on him. He didn't give up on me. We continued to build our relationship as coach and customer. And when the timing was right, I know, after hindsight, he was like, why didn't you tell me, Monica? Hindsight, sorry, you just weren't ready. And when he was ready, well, bam, you have your powerhouse, Todd Midget, 6-star coach, elite, and just proud, so proud to have you. He pushes me. He is an amazing father, an amazing husband, and he pushes us and he pushes the team. Come up here. I present you.
It's funny. It took her 6 months to get me to sign up as a coach, and when I see where I could have been in her downline, I'm like so pissed. Because we won't even go into it. It's funny that a lot of this stuff that you're hearing all ties in, so I hope you're picking up on a common theme. When you're in this business, and I have a good feeling that most of you in this room hopefully have a vision of where you want to go with this. For me, everything Monica's told me was going to happen has happened. Everything she's told me to do, I've done. If you don't know where you're going with this business, you better figure it out quick, because you're wasting time. Follow somebody's lead who's going where you want to go, and that's what I'm doing. I was hoping I would get a laugh. I will follow them to the ends of the earth. I love her. Not more than my wife, because I made the mistake last year. I got up here and professed my love to Monica with my wife standing behind me, and everybody's like, I love these 2 people. Everything they've told me was going to happen has happened. Everything that they tell me is going to happen, I have faith will. I had no idea I was going to make elite last year. I was it was like August, and I had 70 points, and I was like, what? All right, we'll go for it. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So, this guy. We run into this a lot, and I'm going to talk about Fit Club and YouTubes, and there's a reason why this guy's up here. We run into this with our new coaches. Everybody, and I'm sure you've heard this, oh, I don't want to be a sales guy. I don't want to be salesy. Because in your mind, you think this is what a sales guy is. Or maybe you think this is how you're coming across to people. And if you feel that way, then you need to investigate that and look yourself in the mirror. Because the fact of the matter is that we are in the sales business. A year and a half ago, and my coaches will attest to this, I told them, I was like, we're not in the sales business. We're in the helping business. Well, that was just stupid because it's not true. Even the shyest person in this room, I don't care how shy you are, you influence at least 4 people a day. If you're married, you're in sales. If you're a parent trying to get your kid to drink Shakeology, you're in sales, especially the old formula. New one, not so much. So you've got to understand that the difference between this guy and the people in this room and what you're going to hear about this weekend is that it's you. You've got to help your customers realize you've got to start them off small. If somebody starts a program like Insanity, you've got to help them get over those small hurdles so that over time they get up to this point to where they're growing. So how do you do that? One of the 2 things that we do is Fit Clubs and YouTube. So we'll talk about Fit Clubs first. Monica started Fit Clubs. I don't know how many people you know that. Before Beachbody got into it, before Beachbody thought it was cool, it was her and us and a couple other people, and that was it. Now you see them everywhere. Fit Clubs gives you that opportunity, whether you start your own or you get in part of somebody else's. Can I pause this? Because there's a slide coming up that I don't want them to see yet that Dave's going to get excited about. I guess, well, yeah, there it is. Another side note, if you're noticing a theme of duplication, I'm using cat slides. I come from Dave and Monica's team. We apparently have an obsession with cats, except mine is fondling himself. So I didn't realize that until last night. I was like, oh, that's not good. So you got to understand something. When you're at Fit Club, and somebody walks into your Fit Club, they're scared to death. They see the Insanity infomercial, they see Sean yelling at them, they see the puddle of sweat, they hear the voiceover guy, they've seen these infomercials, and how many times, raise your hand if you've heard people say, I don't know if I can do that, that scares me. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about, P90X, whatever it is. This is how they see themselves, and it's our job to get them to change and not be that person. Fit Club allows you to do that. You sweat with them. You break down those barriers. You show them modifications. You do what Lee was talking about. You connect so that when the time's right, you then get them in your challenge groups. The biggest mistake that coaches make with Fit Club is they're not patient. Somebody shows up at your Fit Club, it could take you 3 months to build that relationship with somebody. It could take 3 weeks, it could take 1 hour. It doesn't, you never know. The thing is if you build that relationship with people, another cat slide, I actually got this slide from Dave. Every single person in this room, including yourself, has this idea of what the world is going to see them as. It's your job to help that person at Fit Club see themselves as what they want to be. Like Dave said, the lion. We had a lady show up at Fit Club 2 weeks ago. She came up to me, she said, I don't know if you remember me, I sent you this email. And I was like, you're going to have to be more specific, because I get a lot of emails. She said, I showed up at your Fit Club a year ago. I sat in the parking lot. I watched everybody walk in, and I left. And she said, I emailed you, and I said I was scared to walk in. And I remembered that email. It's not one I get a lot of. A year later, she walked in, which was 2 weeks ago, and she came up to us, and she was like, oh my God, this was amazing. You guys are like my new friends. Deidre, who's one of our coaches this year, built a relationship with her. That's what Fit Club does. It allows you to do what Lee was talking about, connect. It's a powerful tool. I will tell you this, Fit Club was not profitable for us for a long time. The reason why was because we didn't figure this out. Once we figured out that you can connect with people, build that relationship with them, and break down those barriers, Fit Club started making sales. We sell challenge packs every month because of Fit Club. It's now doing what I thought it was going to do 4 and 5 years ago. When we first started Fit Club, we had 4 people showing up for a long time. And I remember calling Monica up and going, seriously? This is a waste of time. And she was like, just trust me. Do it. 5, 6 years later, we're in the same church, doing the same Fit Club that we've been doing every Monday night, and it's working. Next thing, this is what most people know me for. is YouTube. I went from the Fit Club guy to YouTube. I had no idea what this was going to do for my business, and I kind of stumbled into it. It was a fluke. All I knew is that I liked working out, and I wanted to figure out a way to get out there and meet other people through social media. I was not a big Facebook person. I can't stand Twitter. I don't know how you do it. But YouTube, for some reason, connected with me, and we launched our YouTube channel probably 3 or 4 years ago. And when we first started, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, you got to be real. And you got to let people see who you are. If you're doing Asylum, you don't fake and edit the videos and make yourself look perfect. You show them that you struggle. People watch our YouTube channel. They see Alicia and I interact as a married couple. They see us work out together. They see how I coach people. It's funny when you get somebody to come work out your house and you're like, oh, by the way, you're going to be on YouTube. Sometimes that takes time to get their trust. So, when it comes to YouTube, be first to the watering hole. When Asylum first came out, I was one of the first coaches to get on YouTube with Asylum. There's a reason why I'm on page 1. I've been on page 1 for YouTube with Asylum ever since it came out, and if I have anything to do with it, I'll stay there. Last night, because we were elite coaches, we got to go into the core early. So what do? I go up to the guy that's in the T25 booth, and I pick his brain for 5 minutes. Learned everything I could that we're going to hear at the general session. At 12:30, after everybody comes back from drinking and partying, I'm out in the lobby with my iPhone uploading a YouTube video called the 411 on T25. Because I know if I get there first, I got a good shot of getting more traffic. That's huge for YouTube. You've got to be first to the watering hole, and you've got to bring content that people want. This program's going to be huge. Find your niche. If it's T25, let it be T25. If it's Asylum, let it be Asylum, whatever it is. And then a lot of people ask me what we use for YouTube. We first started off with the Flip Cam, which a lot of people have. It was made by Cisco. I don't even think they're making it anymore. Then, again, repetition, Dave Ward brought this into my life, the GoPro. If you're going to do a YouTube channel, highly recommend the GoPro. I think we were one of the first coaches to actually use this for workouts. I wish I'd invented that camera. That thing is awesome. It got to the point to where I even had it strapped to my chest, and we're doing Asylum, and I'm doing level 1 drills, and people are commenting going, dude, you're making us sick. It's like ridiculous because it's just bouncing. But you can do amazing things with it. Like we hang it from the pull-up bar, and you can see the whole room, and it opens it up, and that's a game changer for us. You got to keep reinventing yourself. We got this guy, I was talking to somebody last night about Asylum, Keith Queen, that works for Beachbody, and Asylum didn't test, the infomercial didn't test as well as they thought it would. So they're trying to redo it. They're trying to find people that were real, that got real results. Well, he just happened to look at our YouTube channel and sees me working out with this guy right now named Jarrell, who's 48 years old, does not look like any of the guys in the Body Beast competition last night. He's not ripped, he's still got a belly. He never did Insanity, never did P90X, never did anything. But it took me 3 years, I played basketball with this guy, it took me 3 years to get him to do Asylum with me. I threw him on YouTube with me, and my channel blew up even more because it was something different. I reinvented our Asylum. I brought something else to the table. I brought this 48-year-old man who nobody would have suggested to do Asylum, and he did it with me, and his numbers doubled. It was crazy. So when you hear Lee talk about connecting, these are 2 powerful tools that you can use because it brings you to the table. If you Fit Club, connect with people locally. YouTube, connect with people from anywhere in the country. Brett Thornton, one of my diamond coaches sitting back there. Brett Thornton found me on YouTube. He lives 12 miles away from me, and he found me on YouTube. He watched me for 1.5 years. When I first met him at Fit Club, are you catching the theme here? When I first met him at Fit Club, he walked up to me and he said, he's now a Diamond Coach, and he said, man, there was just something about your YouTube channel. I wanted to have a beer with you. I wanted to work out with you. I connected with you. That's what YouTube allows you to do. That's what Fit Club allows you to do. It's all about you. Market yourself. Connect like Lee was talking about. Do all the things that you're hearing these elite coaches do, and use these tools to your advantage. And the other thing is be patient, because it takes time. Fit Club takes time. YouTube takes time. If that's where most coaches bail, they get frustrated, they get tired, they get impatient. They say, oh, my YouTube channel's not working, my Fit Club's not growing. Well, you need to figure out what you're doing. You're either not marketing yourself on YouTube in a way that people are going to want to interact with you, or you're not doing something at your Fit Club that are making people want to come back. So re-examine that, be patient, give it time, and be here a year from now and be better than you are right now. Everybody was on the stage as an elite coach. You heard their stories. Every single one of us told you that we were where you were last year, or where you are. We were the last year we are where you are now. That makes sense? And now we are where we are because we came back a year later and we were better than we were last year. So that's my challenge. Soak this in, have an amazing weekend, and thank you for your time.
Okay, I get the honor of introducing our next guest. Good stuff, guys. Christy Moore, who I consider actually one of my personally sponsored coaches. She's a great example of somebody who didn't exactly have the support she needed from her personally sponsored coach. Didn't have, she basically started her business from nothing. Like Becky, Becky and Christina was to Jason, I've been blessed with having her in my organization. And as a leader, it's the right thing to do is to reach deep down in your organization and find these people because you all have these people in your organization. You just may or may not know that. And I've been blessed with having Christy. Christy Moore, who happens to be financially free as well. She's going to be up on stage with me tomorrow for paying off her mortgage. Is someone who I've learned quite a bit from about how to connect with people, how to build relationships, because that is everything in this business. People are trusting us with their lives in a sense, helping them get to certain goals, and it's all about connecting and building those relationships. And Christy does that so well. So without further ado, I want to introduce Christy Moore, elite coach, 2012.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited to be up here right now. I am a 3-star diamond coach, and I want to have you get to know me a little bit better, so I'm going to show you some pictures. I could not lose my baby weight after my 3rd baby, Wyatt. I have a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 9-year-old. And I could not lose my weight for anything after my 3rd child. And I fell in a very, very deep depression. I had postpartum depression. And I just stayed in bed for a while and saw an infomercial. Just basically watched TV and didn't know what I was going to do, just played with my kids, but just didn't feel good about myself. Wore the same pair of yoga pants over and over and over again, and I couldn't fit in my clothes, and I thought, what am I going to do? I lived in one of the smallest cities in the United States, Raven County, Georgia, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I very, very, very depressed. I saw an infomercial, P90X, and I did the P90, or I actually ordered it, did it for 2 weeks, gave up, couldn't do it. It's too hard. And then I watched it while I was sitting down on my couch again. I thought, you know what, I need to try this. And I ended up ordering Shakeology. I started losing weight from Shakeology. And after I started losing weight with Shakeology, I completed P90X, then I started Insanity, and then I saw on Facebook that you could be a coach. So I was like, oh, I could be a discount coach. We barely made any money. My husband was a teacher in the South, living paycheck to paycheck, and it was very, 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 we struggled financially. And my husband's like, are you, I'm like, can we afford Shakeology? And he said, if it's gonna help you, let's do it. And I did it month after month. And I was just gonna I signed up as a coach just to get it as a discount. And I was so excited. I had such strong belief in the product, because I lost 30 pounds in 90 days, that I told everyone, every single person, not about money, but just because I wanted to help people. I didn't even look at the money. Just wanted to help people. This is me after losing my 30 pounds. These are my 3 kids and my husband, Kevin. These are my kids. I absolutely love being a mom. They're my passion. And I love being able to stay at home with them. Just love it. And Beachbodies did that for me. My husband just got pink slipped again for a second year, and we don't have to worry this time because our house is paid off because of Beachbody. Sorry, this is really, Beachbody, this is such a wonderful company. I have helped so many people lose weight that I went to high school with, and friends from, church members and my kids' parents. And the reason why I am so successful is I really, truly care about people. God has given me a gift to I just love people. I love people. And I build relationships with them. The more people you build relationships with in this business, the better you're going to do. I am like best friends with every one of my coaches. I absolutely, you just get close. And I enjoy, when I sign up a new coach, I absolutely adore training coaches. I love it. I love getting to know them. I find out what their why is. I find out what they enjoy in life, and really get to know them. And this has just really changed everything for me. I have not suffered from postpartum depression since I became a Beachbody coach. Completely disappeared with Shakeology and working out. My house is paid off, and I get to be a stay-at-home mom. And they grow up so fast, and I absolutely love getting to read my 4-year-old books all day long, playing Legos with them, playing cars with them, and just enjoying them. And not only that, but I love to talk, and I love to listen to people, love to listen to people's stories. So this really is the perfect job. Because as long as if I could give you a takeaway, build relationships, build, really get to know everyone on a personal level, a lot of people. You have to get out of your comfort zone and ask questions. Talk to people every day. I've built most of my business over Facebook, about 98%. And it's just about being real. People can tell I care about people. If you truly care about people and you don't look at them as a number like, oh, I see those 2 points, but truly care about wanting to help them, like what program is going to be best for them. Don't look at, I'm going to sell them the most expensive program. You want to really dig deep. And I made Success Club month after month after month after month. And that's the reason why I went elite. I did, like Jeffrey said, have to build my business by myself. I did go up to my upline for some mentoring, but I built my organization completely on my own. You can ask for help with your upline, but when it's all said and done, it's your business, and you have to be the one that every day you have to do a little bit. I didn't do anything like magical really fast. I just made Success Club every month, and I wasn't even gonna go for elite. I thought it was impossible. And I ended up, in October, I saw that I had 70 points, and I thought, gosh, that's really close. And Arnold, my trainer, said, you either have to really go for it, or don't even go for it at all, because I'd hate to have you miss by a point. And I ended up really going for it. We had to move from Georgia to Michigan. My husband had lost his job, so we were moving back by family. We had to sell a house, we had to buy a house, a lot going on, and I thought, man, my life is too crazy right now to go for elite. But I ended up really going for it. I called all my teammates because I I needed 8 people in the month of December to make Success Club. 8 of my personally sponsored coaches. And I said, okay, you guys, we need to be a team, and need to have you guys all make Success Club. And they all made it. So, very, very proud of my team. That just shows when you're there for your coaches and you build relationships, guess what? They're there for you. So make sure that you're texting your coaches, that you're keeping contact with them, and you're there for them, because we're all a team. We need to be there for each other.
Excellent story, I know. When she came to Summit 2 years ago, and she told you she was a baby coach 6 weeks into the business, and she made the commitment, I can tell you something. Every single one of you has access to us. We're not like, phantoms, and I can tell you, in all sincerity, my upline was not available to me. That's a fair statement. But I didn't let that discourage me. It was extremely important to me, right? Like, I got asked and tasked by Carl Deichler. That's a pretty big deal. And so I was as committed as Christy was. She came to me, she made sure that she got on my radar. That is not a victim mentality. That is a leader in the making. When she saw there was a possibility to earn elite, she reached out to all of us for support and motivation. She said, can I have a phone call with you? We had a couple of encouraging phone calls. She drove me to want more. So every single one of you has access to us. The only thing I can say is she was worthy of that time. So don't make up a story that you're not worthy of that time. But she not only earned Success Club in the month of December, but 8 people on her team were duplicating. And earning Success Club, you can hear that 2 ways. It's, do I earn Success Club so that I can benefit my upline? To me, that's a victim mentality. This is your business and you're here so that on the off chance that your husband, who's in a prestigious law firm, gets that pink slip, and that was a 6-figure salary gone, you know what? I know he knows. The day we got that call, I was like, we got this. We got this for multiple reasons. Number 1, we were no longer living the flashy lawyer lifestyle. We knew what was important. We did the personal development. My fat ride was going to take me into the next decade, and it was going to be paid off. Christy has a paid off home. She got this. She put herself on our radar, but she proved worthy of it. So I am so grateful for you guys for sticking it out. I know that I was crying and crying during her presentation because I could feel the emotion and what 2 years, what a difference 2 years can make in your life. And it's not hocus pocus, like it's real. In 2 years from now, you could be like, I got this. You have an opportunity to really change your future, and I'm going to introduce you to super fit Jason Diebold. He is a 9-star diamond coach, multiple elite coach, multiple 6-figure earner, and in the Millionaire Club, he had the same opportunity that all of us had. My very first impression of Jason, he got himself on my radar. He came to Arizona. He couch surfed because that's where he was at financially. We called him Dupree. You, me, and Dupree. Dave is like, what? This super ripped, super handsome guy is going to couch surf? And I was like, yeah, because I was as committed to this business
as Jason was. I know Dave didn't see the passion, and I'll tell you one thing. I am a leader in my marriage as well, and sometimes my husband doesn't see the vision that I see for our life, and I took a stand. It wasn't about being a bad wife. It was that I knew. My belief was so strong that even my husband was not going to get in the way of what I knew was going to provide an unbelievable opportunity for us. We love you, Dupree. So, yeah, you know what? He can live the fat life now. He's traveled the world with Tony Robbins. One day I was like texting him and he's in India. So he is absolutely a passionate man committed to becoming the best version of himself. And I'm so honored and so proud to be on team with you, and so glad we pulled the union and the Fit Club Network back together. And he is one of those guys of significance that Chris Reed was talking about. What he's going to present to you today is a gift that sometimes I shake my head when I look at what he's contributed to the coaching organization. It is not just for our teams. It is for every single coach. These tools are to make you work smarter, not harder. And so, without further ado, are you
I think I'm on. Does this sound good?
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Please, big warm applause for Dupree.
Well, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Monica and Dave and Christina for putting this together. Has it been a good day, right? Awesome, and thanks to all of our speakers today. It's so good to get a little bit from everybody. So yeah, this is me. I did the before thing too. I just wanted to put this slide in it because this was my first meeting, and I think a couple of the coaches said, you got to get to that point where something changes for you. And so that's what I did 6 years ago. I mean, you see Robert Hudgens and Milan up there, and they were like diamond coaches. So, congratulations on being here, because now you took a step in that direction. I've been on the P90X infomercial. This is just why or who I am, if nobody knows that. I won $1,000 in the $1 Million Body Game. I'm the crazy guy that got that P90X tattoo. There's one person like that. And most recently, I've been on the Body Beast infomercial. She touched upon the fact that I've been fortunate enough to travel with Tony Robbins a little bit, and this was one of my favorite moments where I got to share a topic on stage with him. And most recently, I co-authored a book with Bob Proctor. So I say this stuff not to brag or impress, but it's just 6 years ago, I was sleeping on their couch. I like to joke around, and you're going to hear a lot of great speakers this weekend, right? NER did today. I'm probably not going to be one of them. I joke around and say I'm a recovering engineer. I was an engineer for 10 years. Engineers aren't the most glamorous and exotic, emotional people. So you probably cried a little bit all right today. You might cry more this weekend. It probably won't happen during me. We all need to have a target. You're not going to reach some place that you don't first, set as a goal. So with that being said, what's my goal? Right here, what I'm striving for now, my why, is just to be a humble, open servant leader. I feel so blessed, with everything you guys have done. I've got a great life, great income and everything, and it's all because of you. So now it's my turn to give back. So what are your priorities? And I love Summit here, but I think sometimes we can go to Summit and it gives us priorities maybe that aren't best for you. So I think a lot of the things that you'll see this weekend is 15-star diamond coach, top coach trip, you're going to go to France or India or whatever this place is, an elite coach. I mean, those are all great things, and I want everybody in this room to achieve those if that's something you're striving for. But let me kind of reevaluate and give you some priorities that I might suggest for your business. So number one, why did we all get in this? We want to help ourselves and others. And don't leave yourself out of that equation, right? You want to help other people, but first you're helping yourself. Number two, I say get that Success Club 5. You heard several people today talk about how important Success Club is, so make that one of your first priorities every month to get that Success Club 5. But then what? Let's actually make some money in this, right? I know we all want to help people, but you're not doing this for free. So let's talk about how we can make money. And the last one I would give as a priority is then and only then do we really need to worry about the rank. And lastly, that's, I think, the time to look at the Success Club trips and the leadership trips and these top coach trips. I think if you go with these priorities, again, it's just a suggestion, but it'll take your mind off that prize a little bit and do the necessary things that you need to do to make a great business. Life is all about opportunities. Do we have opportunistic people in the room today? Let's say I wanted to trade this $20 bill for somebody with a dollar bill. There you go. See, somebody that's going to jump up and take opportunities is going to get the chance to make money in life. So now that we're here, let's use this opportunity for our own good. So who in this room doesn't yet earn $1,000 a week but would like to? That's what I want to see. Lots of hands. Awesome. So how do we do it, and where does the money come from? So, I hear that a lot. I want to just make $1,000 a week, $1,000 a week. That was my initial goal, and that's all I wanted to do so I could quit my job as an engineer and just help more people do this. It would have been a pay cut, but that's what I wanted to do. So I went back and I found a check that was $1,000, just so you can see how it breaks out. So it's about $1,000. Only 55 of that was from retail commissions, and I know everybody in this room can do $55 in commissions, right? And that's 1 week, so that's not hard. Subscriptions, I made $60 that week from a couple people that were in the club membership, and you make half of their club membership. $60 is for matching bonus, and a lot of people don't understand what the matching bonus is. If I have a personally sponsored coach, and he makes a cycle bonus that week, if I'm a Ruby, I get 5% of whatever his cycle bonus was. If I'm a Diamond, I get 10%. So that was pretty good, $60 from that. And then this payout cap doesn't apply anymore. That was back a couple years ago. But look at this. The team bonus was $900. So if you want to get to that $1,000 a week mark, what this is saying is that we need to make team bonuses. So how many people here know how to do a team bonus? Okay, that's pretty good. It's about half the room. But see, there's still a lot of people that don't understand what that is. And so you see we've got some blue circles on the right side, some blue circles on the left side. That represents your team. And when your team can sell $200 worth of product on one side and $100 worth of product on the other side, you make this cycle bonus. And that can switch back and forth, doesn't matter which side. The cycle bonuses pay, it says there at the bottom, $14, $16, and $18 per cycle, depending on if you're Emerald, Ruby, or Diamond coach. Is everybody with me so far? We're all going to make $1,000 a week, right? So what rank would it take to get that $1,000 a week? And I think I see people chasing, the ranks all the time, but it's like if your volume isn't high enough, it's not really doing you a lot of good monetarily. I mean, it's great for recognition, but it's not doing a lot monetarily. So as a coach, you're not going to make any money per week in cycle bonus until you're at least Emerald, right? Because you have to have a team to start making money off your team volume. As an Emerald, you can earn up to $250 a week. So when you're first getting started, making some cycle bonuses, you're an Emerald and you're not making $250 a week in cycle bonuses, well, that's okay. You can stay an Emerald. But as soon as your cycle bonuses in volume would go over $250 a week, well, that's when you have to make sure you get that rank advancement. And so I think that we had a lot of Rubies and Diamonds in the room. If you're a Ruby, you can make $1,000 a week. So first of all, we at least have to be Ruby to get that far, right? If I'm a Diamond, now I can earn up to $2,000 a week, and now you're capable of getting that $1,000 a week check. Does that make sense? I see a lot of shaking heads. And then this slide was just to tell about, what ranks are which. So is there anybody's not clear on how to be Ruby, Emerald, Diamond? It's okay, raise your hand. Okay. All right, we'll talk after. You know what I mean? So how do we do it? First of all, we need to know how to share. You got to get your name out there. I kind of tend to like not be super excited about the people that are just self-promotion, 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 but you do have to tell people that you're out there. So one way that we can do it is by giving samples and handing out business cards. So what I did was, I needed all these things to make my business work. And I'm like, well, I'm gifted, by having such a great big team and all these great people that I work with, and this is my full-time job. So since I have some more time to do it, I'm like, why don't I just share these tools that I needed to save you guys the time from recreating, the wheel over and over and over again. So what I did is I created a website, and on that website, I've got several different steps, and I just kind of threw these steps together, but as a new coach, these are the things that I would do, or the tools that I would use to help make your business grow. So step number 1 is coachtemplates.com. You can go to that website, and it lets everybody know that you're in business. So who wants free business cards, right? How many people here don't have business cards yet? Still quite a few people. So what I did is in a Word document, you can sit here and you put in all your information. And then once you put in your information, it'll give you these templates that are Avery templates that you can use. So I have business cards, I've got small stickers that I use for samples, and large stickers that I use for samples. So just by going to that website, downloading the Word document, editing it, you can have all these same tools too. Now what about social media? Everybody always asks questions like, how do I do social media? How do I do social media? Well, I think it is important to get a like page, right? Because if you're on Facebook, eventually you can only have 5,000 friends. So if you ever exceed that, you want to have a like page that you can do more. So this gives you a way to make a professional Facebook like page. Excuse me. So I'm calling that step 2. And really all you have to do here is you go to the website and you put in your coach number. Once you put in your coach number, you push this button that says get your screen name. What that does is it goes out to the internet, figures out from your coach number what your screen name is, and matches the two together. On the next page, I've got steps, how to do this individual like page, depending on where you're at. But you want to make sure that your name shows up here, because if your name shows up here, or if your name doesn't show up here, it's designed for somebody else. So as soon as you put in your coach number, now you know the rest of the information is going to be designed for you. So with that being said, it'll take you through all the steps to make it here. So if you don't already have a like page, I show how to do that. I show how to add this little tool that you need to make the store on your like page. And from you typing in your coach number, it gives you all the HTML code that you need to just copy over to that like page. All right, makes sense? And so you see up there, this one I think was done from my mother's account, so it says 92565, that was the same number that we typed in before. And then this is the result that you get. So now, when I send people to my like page, I send them to this page first. And it says, if you want to see all the exclusive content, please like my page. So that way you get more likes. And they like that, and then they go look around on the page. And you can even customize that a little bit. I think this is one of the ways that I customize mine. It's telling them to click the like page. And then from there, I don't know about you, how many people go to Home Depot and you see like the different kinds of pipe? It's like good, better, best, right? I always thought that was a good way to sell things. So I tried to create that here. I said the best way to get a package is just to buy a challenge pack, right? We all want to sell challenge packs. And the next best option is just buy your individual program. And kind of alternatively, become a coach is the best option. The second best option is get a challenge pack. And the third is just buy your individual product. So it's kind of that good, better, best. I know when I go to Home Depot, it's like even though it's more money, I want the most expensive pipe. And that's what I'm trying to recreate here. So how do you get likes now? You got this page, but how do you get people to go to the page? And I think this is a really neat thing. We have what I call Team Beachbody article links. You can go directly to that webpage by articlelinks.com. And from there, what I've done is Beachbody has this great team of professional writers that writes all these articles for us. So if you just go to the website here and click on a topic that you want to talk about, in this case I wanted to talk about reasons to drink water, you just click on that, and it will send you to a page just like this. And so now I can take that link put it on my Facebook page that says, who wants to find out, how you drink water? And so that's just more reasons to attract people to your page. Now when they do that and they decide from there, well, this is a great thing, I like this Beachbody stuff, I want to buy something, notice that your number's at the top. So they're reading the article, it's linked to your account. If they decide to make a purchase, now you just made a sale. And you're just recreating content that the company's already given for you. Now notice here at the bottom of the page, when they make the sale, this is where their screen name shows up. So, before you try any of these tools, I think, before you send out the tools, it's good to try it once yourself and make sure it works and you know how to do it. And then I think you'll have great success. So now that you've got interest on your page, you want to make it even easier to share products. So I'm calling this step 4, but how many people have already heard or used the coaching codes? Exactly, this is the part where I like to get cheers. Thank you. So if you haven't used it before, there's a video on the top that tells you kind of how to use it. Same thing here. If you're one of the diamonds on my team, I put your picture up here, and if any diamonds in the room that want to be on there, just send me a personal Facebook and I'll add you up there. Then you put in your coach number. Always check to make sure that that email address updates on the website, otherwise you're giving credit to me or my mom or somebody. I had to put somebody's number there, right? And there's a bunch of ways that you can jump down per section. So if you're just there today to learn about challenge packs, you can go to links by section and just say, I want challenge packs, and it'll jump you right down to that part of the page. So once you're there, let's say you want to show one of these videos. So, okay, maybe not. You want to sell P90X. So you just go down to the P90X section. I even show a picture there to make sure you're getting the right product. Then you copy that link. We've got the same things for challenge packs, and now you can put that on your Facebook page, or send it in the email, or put it in your video. So we've got all these great products, and it's a customized way to easily share those with your friends and family. Well, how can you grow this business? Everybody wants to get to Emerald, right? We showed you the numbers with cycle bonuses and how to do that. So, what's one way that you can get to Emerald? And I made another website for that. I call that Step 6. And this was a training call that I did with Barbie Decker, and it just worked out really well. And so what I did is I analyzed how much money you make if you only assume, I think, a 10%, 10% returning customers. So these are based upon the free customers that you get from being Emerald. And if you just retain 10% of those and they keep buying products in the future, it comes up with these numbers. So I did the numbers out here, and so after the first month, what this is it talks about a way to become Emerald overnight. And within the company, they allow you to sponsor or actually pay for 2 family members to be a coach. So let's say I signed up today and I wanted to become Emerald tomorrow. I could sign up my mom and my dad, one in each leg. And I can even use my credit card to do that as long as it's in the same family. So within doing that, I bought a couple challenge packs. I spent about $300 to do that. After the second month, I'll be $500 into it, but I will have, I think, made $126. After 5 months, just assuming this 10% retention rate, I will start to become profitable. So you see the numbers go 54 there. And then after 8 months, I will have made $234, and after 12 months, I will have made $1,500. And this is just from being Emerald, not talking about any other customers. So if you have somebody that's struggling to get Emerald, send them to this website or this video link, and maybe that's one potential way that they can become Emerald too. Yeah, I'm saying a bunch of different websites here, but you'll find out at the end there's one big website that you can go to, so you kind of don't need to write down each one. Wow, Jason should have said that sooner. Now, if you want to get that $1,000 a week, though, you're going to have to maintain at least a Ruby rank, right? So I've created another tool that allows you to check your rank every week, because this is very important. Like you see 15-star diamonds, and they're sweating every Wednesday to make sure that they maintain their rank. This is at a website called rankcalc.com, and all you do here is you go to your sponsorship drill down, download that report. Not a lot of people know that you can even change it to see 5 levels deep. So 5 levels of coach sponsorship below you. So I always do it for 5 levels deep. I export the file in Excel, and this is what it comes out looking like. So if I look at that, I have no idea what my rank is. You know, it's kind of hard to tell. And so I copy all that information, I put it in the tool that's available online, just paste data here. Once you do that, all you have to do is click the green button that says update, and then this will show you a graphical representation based upon color, your rank and the rank of your downline coaches. So what could take somebody hours and hours and hours to look through their organization to see what their rank is, you know, I can do it graphically here in a matter of minutes. So right there it tells you your coach rank, coaches on your left side show up in blue, coaches on your right side show up in red. And so, you know, which of those two would you rather see? The color-coded one or this blank one? I like the colors. Right here on the top, I think this is important too. This is one of mine, not stuff. You can just look at that first cell and it says I've got 7 diamond coaches on the left, 2 diamond coaches on my right, 10 emeralds on my left, 4 emeralds on my right, total of 26 active coaches, 19 are on the left and 7 on the right. So it just gives you a really quick way to look at your whole downline. So it can be pretty complicated, and that's why I needed a tool like this. And again, I've made it once. You know, let's share it and let everybody use it. So who loves to hear from all these great speakers today, right? Good stuff, good stuff. Well, I want to give props to Jeff here. Jeff and I have been doing the weekly calls, you know, our Fit Union weekly call every week for about 3 years now. And instead of just wasting all those calls, I'm like, why don't we save all these calls and put them online somewhere? So, you know, if you want to go somewhere and listen to a Nicole Jones or Christina Richardson or a Lindsay Matway or a Tommy Migret, they've all been guests on our calls, and all their calls are archived and saved right here. So just go to the website, click on the topic that you want to learn about or the speaker that you want to hear from, and you can listen to them. So I have one question for you. Is this stuff valuable? Would you like even more tools like this? Would that be even better? Okay, well I want to give away what I consider to be the keys to my kingdom. Every industry has a set of tools. You know, that's an electrician, that's a medic, another medic person, another electrician, that is an army guy. Even a woman has her set of tools. I think it's time that us coaches have our own dark set of tools. It might look something like this, but what I've done is a little bit different. It's coachtools.org. So this is the one time you should write it down, coachtools.org. And up here I've listed, you know, kind of this entity we've created, the United Fit Union or the Fit Union. And it's just kind of one group that all of our different teams can work in together. Every team that has a logo within our whole organization, I'm more than happy to put your logo up there. And those logos will click to your individual Facebook team pages. So if you want one place for your people to go to see your team, it's great to do that. And again, send me a Facebook email. We can get your logos up there too. Coach Tools, does that say? Okay, .org, that's right. And then, right, when you get to coachtools.org, you'll see all these different steps. And I think as a new coach, if you just step your way from 1 to 12 or 13 or 14, and I'm always constantly adding new things as it comes up, you'll build a great business. So I just want to say thank you, everybody. I've seen a bunch of great t-shirts today going around. I know the Fit Club Network did your own shirts, and I've seen a bunch of different shirts. So I made these shirts for everybody. You know, we're all part of the Fit Union in this thing. I think if you got a Fit Club shirt, you're probably better represented by them. So I put in an order for I think about 250 of these shirts. Jeff and I are going to have a mixer like on Friday night. We still haven't determined when, but we'll put that on the Summit communication page that we have going. So we'll get a mixer and we'll share these shirts. And last year we made some. Marlene has hers on. We stand up, Marlene. So just kind of a basic shirt that showed all our teams. Can I share your news?
Yeah.
Marlene's 6 months pregnant. This is my own personal sponsorship. An amazing singer. But every time we make shirts, all the girls are like, those shirts don't fit. So this year, we did 2 different designs, you know, one for a man and one for a woman. So everybody meet up on Friday. We'll share those shirts and promote the team. And I think if you go around wearing a shirt like this, it says Les Mills Pump Insanity P90X, and it says it right on the front, so I can see if your eyes go down to look at that shirt. They're interested in something that's on your shirt, so now that's a great reason to start talking to them. So hopefully that helps too. Thanks for your patience today, guys. I know it's kind of been a long meeting. We're going to meet at 4 in the big room for start our general sessions, but I just want to thank everybody for coming out. It's a rare opportunity that we all get to be here for this weekend together, so just really make the most of it, have fun, and take great notes and learn from all of our great speakers. Thank you so much. You want to say anything? Just kind of close it up? Okay, we're good. We run past a little bit.
Yeah, real quick, if you registered for one of these shirts, meet me in the back, and I will give it to you. And if not, you might not get it. So come get it.